Hello, hello, hello.
This is they said, not he said, she said.
I'm the executive producer. Hello. Hello.
I think it's
This is they said, and I'm filling in for. I know it's Ophelia hosting they said, and I'm filling in for Courtney, who's off doing some trick in New York.
Gallivanting around New York.
She's doing a trick. She had to go out of town to do a trick.
She needs to probably die.
Let's say she comes back more laid back.
What is she doing in New York?
She's there with two friends, Joey and Chris Barone, and they're gallivanting and
so they're
shows.
Yeah, so she's not really giving sex. She's with two gay boys.
She is with two gay boys.
Yeah,
oh, it's at the gay bars.
Yeah.
Haven't you seen her pictures?
I don't know.
There's always, but the funny thing is, whenever I bring a straight boy to a gay bar,
they hook up.
Always get laid.
Yeah.
Always get laid in the straight bar. More than gay guys.
And now,
get
the
laid.
straight guys that you bring, is it because you're trying to hook up with them and you're trying to get them drunk?
No, because I'm not like that.
Anyways, let's talk.
Whatever, bitch. Rude.
So how's everyone's week? Alejandra, saw you on Saturday night.
I recall seeing you.
Yeah, I get vaguely. I don't know how you can recall seeing me.
I was working at a restaurant doing a show. Thank God they
liked it. At a restaurant?
Yeah.
What restaurant?
It was it's a Mexican restaurant in the hood.
La Fuente?
No.
That's not where they fight. That's where they fight. All right.
That's a taco shop. No, this was a restaurant, like a seafood restaurant, and it was like.
So what were you doing there?
It was a company party, and I had worked at one of the person's birthday party, and they liked the show I did, so they invited me to work over there for their company party, and apparently the owners liked it, so they went and had me there every week now. So we'll see how that works.
It's in the hood, and they want to have like.
It's right off the 805 and Market.
Well, do you remember years ago? This, and you might remember too. Years ago, down in Imperial Beach, there was a tranny show at some bar.
Lydia's Cafe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was very popular. It was like crazy.
I had this.
Down at IB.
I had this nightclub, like it's straight nightclub on San Marcos.
Yeah.
And it was like a Mexican nightclub, and I was there for like 5 years. And
that's very interesting to me when if it's like a Mexican, and I'm not putting like a stereotype on it, but
you are.
Like with, and I think we've talked about it before, with like their beliefs and everything. Their what? Oh my God. Their beliefs and oh my God, now I'm distracted. But their beliefs are so very strong that I'm very surprised. That
I was kind of like apprehensive going in there because I didn't know what kind of people I was gonna deal with, and like the minute I walked in, I had to go through the kitchen, which is like full of like all this Mexican men.
Hot.
And there was a couple hot ones.
Nothing is wrong with your nose. It was just totally fucking with you.
But they started coming back there because it was me and another girl, and like we both have like big boobs, and so they kept coming back over there while we were getting dressed, and I told them, I said, you know what, if you don't give a fuck, I'm not gonna give a fuck. So I took off my top and I'm running around on the back with no top, and they like keep coming back.
But you do that regardless. You were doing that Saturday night.
Did you see the top I was wearing? Was that even called a top?
No, it was not. It was called two strings that barely went over. Yes, it's true.
You were running around topless in the kitchen?
No, at the bar. On Saturday night.
At SRO?
Yeah.
Meantime, I must be old because I was freezing.
Well, and I'm like, Philly, do you want us to answer this question?
I kind of drank half of a bottle of Vicanas before I got to the SRO.
Well, you must have been drinking something because it was cool. But don't you also think, going back to the whole Mexican thing, I mean, I think that, correct me if I'm wrong, that it would be different that if you were family, or you had to come out to your family, opposed to the entertainment factor of the show. Or
agreed.
Two totally different things.
Totally different.
But see, the funny thing is, like the people that I saw in there, they kind of look like, those narrow-minded people, like from deep in Mexico, and they were the ones having more fun with it and going with it. And like, I got to the point where like they would be like this with the tips, and I would come in and they'll put their money on their mouth and put it on my boobs.
Well, that first of all, that is very bad hygiene. There's so many germs in dollar bills.
And the wives were like, "Stop! Hold on, let me take a picture." The wives were telling me to do that.
Yeah.
So.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're doing a dinner show?
Yeah.
It's dinner
It's a dinner
theater.
show. It's a dinner theater. It's
a one-man show. A one tranny show.
A one tranny show.
And the whole enchilada.
Yeah. That's kind of hot.
But see, and the thing is, like I only did like 3 or 4 songs, and the whole time I was there for like almost 2 hours, I was talking shit to everybody in the crowd, and they were loving it. And then they kept going like this.
So it's kind of good.
Interesting.
And you were drunk.
Yeah, for free, and I got paid.
Okay. Amber, your week?
I had a great week. A lot of eating out this week. Nice dinner at Roost Chris Steakhouse, and
That's downtown, right?
down on Harbor Drive. Really nice. Sat up at the bar and
Was it a date or was it a?
taking a friend out that took care of my cat when I was out of town, and she
So it
liked
wasn't a
steak.
date. It was.
So if I watch your cat, you'll take me to Ruth.
That's right.
Say, wow.
I will. I love my cat.
Apparently, you love your pussy.
Oh,
They have a prefix
Say it.
menu, so
What's
you
your cat's
get
name?
3 courses. Chloe. You get Chloe.
Chloe.
Oh, Chloe, I thought it was Floey. That Floey would
Chloe
be
be
much
cute.
better.
I tried to give her old lady names, but she didn't like any of
I
them.
have a Floey pussy.
I had a great day yesterday. Went to we did for a friend's birthday. Took her on a brewery tour. So we went to a lot of local breweries in town. It was awesome. We started at Green Flash.
That's
and
in South.
Sereno Valley, Mira Mesa Boulevard, right off Mira Mesa Boulevard.
Okay.
Big facility. They make all their beer there. They do all their bottling there. They have like 16 beers that you can try, and you can get a $1 sampler of all of them. Just line them up, all 16 of them, and taste them all. But we did a tour. A tour is $5, and it comes with all the beer you can drink. And
really
they
that's
it was
crazy.
it was very
That was a
informative. They're real cool people.
I
And then
know.
they have food trucks
loaded.
outside, so they have a schedule when you check, and it'll tell you what food truck's going to be there. And it's a really fun time. And then from there,
Wait. Okay, so because I'm totally into this now. So you would go and you would pay $5 to get the beer.
no, if you want to do the tour, which you don't have to do the tour, you can just go there and drink, and go out and hang out by the food trucks or something and eat and drink beer.
They have food trucks.
And
Yeah,
the food trucks are on the
'Cause
schedule.
they can't legally serve food there, but they can let a food truck park in their parking
good.
lot, and they have a schedule of the food trucks. They rotate them.
That is the bomb.
And they're all really
good.
hip food trucks that are there.
How was the
Real
crowd?
nice food. It's busy because it was a weekend day. Well, a holiday weekend, but I've been there on weeknights before. It's real close to my office. Tory Wine's located in Sereno Valley. So sometimes we go after work, and it's usually a good crowd there. It's
I'm
pretty
totally gonna
popular.
go try that.
And
Is there a
there's
lot
so
of straight
many
guys there?
everywhere.
It's a brewery.
And they
We
all
should
look like
go.
the guys
Do
that hang out North Park.
do a field trip. For
Yeah, I think we
Tuesday.
totally should do a field trip.
It's
Yeah.
fun. There's so many close proximity to one another. So from there we went to Alesmith. It's right around the corner. Super cool. And then from Alesmith we went to Ballast Point. And from Ballast Point, there's also Hess Brewing, but we didn't make it there that day. And last time I was at Hess, they were grilling food outside, like hot dogs.
Is that
and stuff.
another brewery?
That's another brewery, and they had a
had no idea
band
all these
playing there on the weekend. So you go to Hess, they have a band playing. Super
But there's
crowded.
a bunch of breweries in South Park too.
There's a lot of them. But these ones,
Oh, well,
this is
yeah.
where they actually brew. These are like the big warehouses where they brew their major beer. And people just start accumulating.
Is
They're
it
like
out
you
by
would
the
do
fields or something?
when people started visiting wineries.
I'm leading
Yeah.
my mind.
And then we went to Pizza Port and had beer
I love
and
Pizza Port. That sounds like a date.
It wasn't a.
Yeah.
It was my friend's birthday.
You can take me on a date like that
I'll
anytime
take-
you want.
You got it.
'cause I will
would
go.
love it.
I will
Let's
go.
Take you on a brew
Are there
cruise.
any vodka distilleries like? No, it's
Sorry, you're not saying- are you saying you don't like beer?
I hate beer. I can't stand fucking beer.
But even like the brewery type of beer. I mean, it's not like Bud Light beer. It's not like Coors Light.
Well, I've never been to a brewery, so how would I know? I just don't
gotta
drink
check
beer,
it out.
obviously.
There's
know-
so many different
Unless I'm
kinds of
hungover and you
beer.
see me drinking Corona on the show.
no.
Then,
There's good brew. There's brewery
craft
beer.
beers
Right.
now, and some of them are like they make sour beers that are really awesome,
Oh.
and barrel aged beers. And
like
I
the
think if
dark
you went
beers.
and enjoyed the tour, you'd find.
I
a
guess
new
I'm
love
not
of beer.
playing the straight boy today.
No, you're clearly not. But you know that Chris and
They're opening the
they're opening the brewery.
Yeah.
What is that other guy's name? He's been on the show.
Stefan?
Stefan.
Stefan.
Stefan. He was on the show last week.
No. David White. He's the one that Scooter Beer or Scooter Brew, who has a raccoon that makes his beer.
A raccoon?
Yeah, a raccoon. He has a raccoon that picks the ingredients and then he makes beer
I
like
should
that.
open a lesbian brewery and have a beaver that makes the beer.
Oh my God! You need to. Yeah. So the raccoon is gonna supposedly. I don't know if it's true.
Wait a minute.
The raccoon.
His business is based on his
Raccoon, yes.
picking the ingredients and he makes beer.
Yes.
I don't think that's something we should
like Groundhog
advertise.
Day.
No. He's been on the show. He's been on the show,
I know,
and
he's been on the show.
and we drank his beer, and it was all really good. It was
Oh, really?
really, really good. Well, yeah. Now he's opening a beer with
Chris
with
Shaw
Chris
and
Shaw and all of them. Yeah.
That's really cool. San Diego, I think, is known as one of the biggest beer producing
Really?
states, or not states, cities.
Cities, yeah, it's a state.
Beer producing city in the United States.
Yeah.
There's a lot of microbreweries here.
I know. I think it's fun. You know, a friend of mine a couple of years ago down in Coronado at the Coronado Brewing Company. his wife gave him a package where he could go and brew his own beer, and so he went and took a class and learned the hops and all of that stuff. Have you ever done that?
No, my friend Colby runs the home brew mart at Bellas Point. All that stuff.
That's what he did. So he made it, and then it brewed forever, how long it brews, and then they have a tasting party, and so we invited all these people, and we went, and it was actually a lot of fun.
Really?
Yeah, that's it. There's one story.
You don't drink beer, you don't know where all the shit is at.
Yeah, it was very fun. And you, what did you do this weekend? Or this week?
I worked all weekend.
You didn't do anything fun?
No, not really. I went out Saturday night after work at Martini's for Bear Night. Grr.
Bear Night?
Did you go, grr?
I went grr.
Okay, so can we just also say before we started the show, you were going to be the straight guy tonight because you were so
And the first topic is beer, and that already shot that.
The minute the camera comes on, she's all gone.
I beg your pardon. No, I'm kidding.
So where did you go? That was at Rich's?
Yeah, I went to Rich's. We were actually, because I was at Martini's all weekend, and we were crazy ass busy. So
that's great.
Yesterday I spent my days sleeping and not doing anything and catching up on TV. Yeah, it was good.
Do you have a DVR?
Of course I have it. Really? Of course I have a DVR. Apparently you don't watch the show very often.
Do you have the whole home DVR?
The what?
The whole home DVR system.
What is the home DVR system?
It's the one that does Hulu and all that.
No, it's so that you can watch it in different rooms.
Well, I live in like a junior one bedroom where it's like 2 big rooms. I don't really need TVs in multiple rooms.
So you only have one TV in your house?
Yeah.
I can watch TV from my kitchen. Yeah. It's like a big hole in the wall.
No.
It's a big hole in the wall. I wouldn't say that.
I do everything on my computer now.
Oh, let's talk about that because I'm getting over Cox cable.
I don't have any Cox cable. No Cox for me.
I know. I need to.
Well, we can talk about that. All right, we're gonna take a break and then we'll come back and talk about fun
TV?
stuff. Yeah, we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about not having TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right.
Cheers, girl.
Cheers.
Salute.
Cheers.
Oh, hey.
Clearly, the drunk is here. All right. So before we went on the break, we were talking about the DVR and the not having Cox. And you
were saying like some weird term for a DVR.
The DVR. Well, they have the whole. Like I have a whole home DVR, which I think
you live in a house.
Yeah, but it's a small. I mean, it's only 800 square feet. It's a small house. But I have it because it is 4 times the recording.
800 square feet. So wait, this is totally jumping subjects, but because all the drag queens I know usually have a room.
Oh yeah, I have a whole, yeah.
Oh, do you have a whole separate room for all your hair and all that stuff?
I have one room which just is a closet. 3/4 of it is for Ophelia, and one little corner is for Ricky. Oh. That's it. Just one little corner, and
it's true. All the drag queens have that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Someday you'll have one.
Oh well, you know.
When it spreads out from underneath your bed, you cannot stuff it.
Oh, it's actually closet up on. I have a huge closet. Wait, what am I admitting to?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm the straight guy today.
Yeah. So the only reason that I really got it was because it has like 4 times the recording space than the real one. The original one, because I would run out all the time on that, and now I can record a lot of stuff. But I am so over.
Which means you might watch a little too much TV.
Prices.
Well, you know what? I don't. I do and I don't. I record a lot of stuff, and I don't necessarily get around to watching it.
You say that you want to watch your favorite shows,
right?
But you never actually get to those shows,
right? And I can't even tell you the last time I watched live. No, I can't tell you. Yesterday I watched Medina's family reunion, and that was live. I watched that live.
Medina.
No, Medina, Terry Pyler. Medea, whatever her name is. I watched that.
You are from East Lake.
Yeah.
What are your shows? What are the shows that you will always find on your DVR?
Oh, The Talk.
interesting. The talk.
What do I watch? Amazing Race, which just started. I'm totally. Well, we'll talk about that later. The Amazing Race.
Wheel of Fortune.
I watched. Wheel of Fortune. No, what do I watch? I watch a lot of Southland.
Oh,
I'm totally addicted to Southland.
Heard of it.
You've never? Oh, it's
now
the best cop
it's
show
on
ever.
TNT now. It used to be on an actual major
CBS, and they dropped it.
And they dropped it, and like a cable channel picked it up.
Yeah, it's really good.
What's the premise?
It's a cop show.
LA.
It's a LA cop show. No, you'll watch it because it's really intense.
On our date night?
Yeah, on our date night, we'll watch it.
Can I wear a wig?
Yeah, of course.
Let's just give you a wig.
Yeah, we'll wear. Yeah, we can both wear one.
I'm a lesbian kind of trapped in a drag queen.
Yeah, I like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I've really been thinking about getting rid of the cable because more and more I've talked about this with Aaron, that more and more you can watch everything online.
Yeah, but
My darling friend that drove us around the breweries yesterday works at La Jolla Playhouse and UCSD, and she seems to have a lot of spare time, and she and her boss go online to try to find where you can watch things for free. And so she always hooks me up with these sites, and sometimes the sites don't last for long, but there's one called series.me, and I was watching True Blood, the current season, for free.
really, the current
Season.
It's on hiatus.
And then if you signed in through Facebook, which didn't cost you anything, it was in HD. So, and they had all these shows on there, and then there's another one called Vidal, where it has live streaming movies, free, all of it free. But I do Netflix and Hulu, which is free. And how much TV can you watch?
.eu.
TV-links.eu.
But
There's a lot of sites.
my computer is actually hooked up to my TV.
Yeah.
I need to see. I've been wanting
That's
to figure
awesome.
out how to do that. It's just
You plug it in.
You plug it in. You don't just plug it in.
Yeah,
I know
really, you plug it in. It's one little cable. You plug it in.
Really?
Yeah, it's that simple.
Oh.
I did it myself. I didn't even have to have a producer Joey come over and do it. Did it myself.
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah.
Because my screen
So you can do
broke.
Netflix on your
My screen
Oh, yeah.
broke on my laptop, so I hook it up to the. And then when I go on Craigslist, I see this big ass ad.
Right. Yeah, because I also.
So you see a big penis even bigger.
Yeah,
than it
like my
actually
TV is like
But I can hook up my iPad to it.
42.5 inches, so I can see.
Interesting. I need to get up to date.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really did.
Tech support, please.
So how long have you not had cable that you were able to watch everything?
I haven't had cable for well over a year and a half now.
Is there anything that you wish that you had cable?
Yeah, I miss certain things. Like I used to like to watch Ellen,
Right.
the current one, but you can get them fairly current. But that kind of stuff you like to watch current.
See, I don't even watch her current. I mean, she is so far back. I'm so far behind on
the
that.
news a little bit, but
I miss the news. See,
I think
that's
the
the
news
one.
is bad for your health.
See,
So I
I've
don't
been
even
doing
really watch-
research on this little thing. It's called Flex TV.
Yeah.
Where you buy the equipment and you don't have to sign a contract or nothing, and then you pay as a go, and they start from $22.99 a package with 95
Flex
channels.
TV?
Yeah.
I really am thinking about doing it. I think I don't really need it.
See, and every time my bill comes current, and I have Uverse, and I pay over $100 on my television cable bill.
Mine's $149.
It kills me, and I'm like, God, am I seriously paying this much?
Yeah.
But the fact of when I'm able to go home and actually go on my DVR, like yesterday, go on my DVR and just search all the shows I have and watch Little People Big World or The
I
Amazing
love that
Race.
show.
Yeah, I do too.
It's like
But
I have that leisure.
I can watch all of them, and I get them a lot on my iPad. So I've even found I watch a lot more on my iPad.
I watch on my iPhone some of them.
Yeah.
Like
And then
I
you can
went.
plug your phone right into
the TV
Yeah,
and watch
play
it there.
stuff.
That's
Like
what I
right
do.
now, I have
WhatsApp.
basic cable, so I had to give back my DVR. So what you're saying, it was okay for me for a while, but right now it's like I have to wait 3 or 4 days until they do their rerun, let's say
see,
Real
yeah. I can't handle
Housewives.
that. I gotta be up
Yeah,
to- I
so
gotta be
I
up
was
to date.
okay with paying it, but it got so expensive because in my house it was the internet, the telephone, and the cable was $150.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm paying my own
expensive.
internet, and this is my brother's internet, and I don't use the house phone for nothing. So why am I paying for this
Right.
So you
stuff?
sign onto your computer and there's 20 internets that you can sign onto. Just ask for a password.
Yeah, it's true. It really is.
Well, I mean, I go through MiFi hotspot that I got from Verizon, so I'm okay with that. 'cause
Yeah.
it works.
I really am thinking about doing it. So you don't think you could do it?
I watch Parenthood, Glee, and Modern Family. I can catch them all the time on Hulu. It's
Yeah, I do
easy.
too. I know, or on my iPad. Or Hulu is $7.99 a month.
See, I'm just really interested in that Flex TV thing because it looks really like interesting. You just gotta like make a one-time big investment on the equipment.
Right.
But we have an antenna already in my house because like somebody dropped it over there. And like the antenna's on the top of the roof.
You have an antenna on top of your house?
Yeah. So like from one of those dish networks.
Yeah.
And it's there.
So it's a dish. It's not an
Yeah.
antenna. I'm picturing an antenna. Those wire ones.
No.
Yeah. Okay, first off, I'm not even old enough to remember that.
I don't think I can.
Yeah, but it's the same thing with the phone too, Vonage. Because do you still have a house phone?
No, not at all.
No.
Do you?
I just got rid of it when I moved this.
Yeah.
See, I still have a house phone. I cannot cancel it. And I have tried like
They
100
talk
times.
you into keeping it.
Right, because I'm like so paranoid.
Like, what if you have to call 911?
Exactly. When have I ever in my life called 911? But I know that
If
the
there's
day
an
that I
emergency, we
canceled
have a
it.
battery backup, so you can call 911.
But you have a cell phone.
I do.
But see,
And that cell phone still, even like if your service is off or you forget, you can still, it still gives you the option of an emergency 911 call.
But see, here's
Yeah,
I think there's a law or something about that.
yeah, here,
What do
look,
you need it
I
for?
cannot. Yeah, I don't know.
look, right there at the bottom it says
Yeah,
emergency call
there you
without
go.
the
Yeah,
password.
I just don't know.
But see, here's the thing, like to
Well,
me,
that's you being old.
the other day I had that.
It is. It really is. But I've had my phone number. But part of it too is that I've had the same phone number for like 26
Right.
years.
I had
That's
phone
the same reason
16.
we're keeping the phone number in my house because like, and then like the other day it was so easy for me to just pick up the house phone when the car accident happened in my house that I was talking to them on the phone, and when I came out there was like already like 10 patrols out there and the fire department was there and everything.
The only people that call me on the home phone are telemarketers and my ex-girlfriend, so I just eliminated 2 problems.
Okay.
See, like right now it's only like collecting agencies calling my mom the house phone, so we have the caller ID like
Well,
don't answer.
Yeah, and I guess that's the thing too. Is like I call my mom on my home phone as a child. Like I know that number by heart.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like if my parents ever canceled like our home phone number, I would
Feel weird.
I'd be devastated because I grew up like when I was
That's what I'm saying.
well, that was the phone number I had to know. So.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's just very weird.
Yeah,
so
and
I
then
wouldn't-
like people that you haven't seen in years, they might remember your phone number or run into it and then call you in there, like family members and stuff like that. It's happened to my house,
I don't know. I just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to. I really am.
should.
Because
It's probably
Joey,
cheaper.
Producer Joey has talked me into getting Vonage. If I want my
Is it
phone.
Vonage for like when you have a
You gotta have internet.
out of the country?
A swing hanging from the ceiling? Or
No,
bondage?
it's a phone, but it's hooked up to it goes through your.
Go to your internet. So
Yeah,
you're
go to
paying
your
for the
internet.
internet and the bondage.
Right, but the Vonage is what?
Like $29 a month.
No, I don't think it's that much.
I don't
Yeah.
think I understand this concept
it?
though.
It's $29 a month?
Yeah.
Oh, then forget it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an internet thing?
Yeah, so you might as well have like a regular company carrying your
Yeah, I
you
don't.
know.
Well, I don't really. Yeah.
You use that phone.
Yeah.
It goes to the internet.
Well, it's
Yeah.
called Vonage phone, I would assume.
I would, but you know what? I
Oh, there was
do use.
that thing.
But you know what I do use my home phone number for is because I never answer
Oh,
it.
interactive mail.
Interactive mail. God, I can remember this. You remember that? Yeah. If somebody asks for my phone number and I don't want to like actually give them my phone number, I give them my home phone number.
Oh.
Well, you don't even answer your cell phone, so what are you
I
talking
know,
about?
but you know. Yeah. That's just what I do. It's true. It's true. So
always good to
tomorrow,
have backup.
how much time? What are we talking about? Can I start another conversation? All right, good. So tomorrow starts. Tomorrow starts. It's Mardi Gras,
Mardi
Fat
Gras.
Tuesday, and then Wednesday Lent starts.
That Wednesday
That's
what?
right.
Wednesday's
Fat
Lent.
Tuesday and then
Lent. So
Ash Wednesday.
Ash Wednesday, but you're supposed to give something up.
She's.
I'm
I'm
gonna have to-
oh God. So
So-
I'm gonna like at work on Wednesday night. I'm gonna see all these people walk in with like ash on their.
Yeah.
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 Interesting.
Yeah.
Only
But
real
You can just use your
Catholics do that,
cigarette
though.
ashtray.
How are you decorated?
That was not going to be one of my questions, but so what would you give up?
You know, I thought
Because
about,
it's for 6 weeks, right? Yeah.
I thought about participating in this just so I can like.
Have you never participated in
No.
that? Oh, you totally should.
Well,
Look, I am a lot of religions because I like to celebrate.
See, like we don't eat
Me too.
meat on my house for like this the whole time.
Well,
that it's
isn't
during-
that's a standard thing
Yeah.
with Lent, isn't
Fish
it?
on Fridays, right?
Well, not fish, but anything. I mean, I don't like fish, but anything but meat.
So any meat, like you as a
Yeah,
Catholic cannot.
yeah. We don't like. I mostly just like on Fridays. I would just eat like shrimp every Friday.
So you can't eat any meat for 6 weeks?
Yeah.
That is a great diet plan.
That actually really is. Huh. That was awkward.
So, are you going to give up something?
I am. I do every year, but I can't decide what I'm going to give up. What are you going to give up?
Well, I'm going to give up a very nasty habit, and then I'm also going to give up drinking.
What is a very nasty habit?
Smoking?
For 6 weeks, really?
And
Do you smoke? Are you still?
When I drink sometimes, yeah. But, so I'm going to give up drinking to support the occasional smoking, but the drinking's just temporary.
Right. Well, this is my
But I am going to drink because there's some religions, and it doesn't matter because I follow my own, but on St. Patrick's Day, I'm going to drink. And then I have a golf tournament fundraiser coming up that I'm planning. I'm going to drink on that one. And that's it. And family winemakers, I get a drink during that.
See, and I thought, like, I did think about this today, and I'm like, God, what would I give up? And I want to say I would give up drinking, but
You're Irish.
I'm full on Irish. Like,
So
my
just write it
family,
in. The
my
Irish-
mom makes, like,
But that's not
all
really.
meals
But that's
and-
still not even. That's not like. I mean, for Lent, you were supposed to give it up.
You drink on St.
Yeah,
Patrick's
but
Day.
I'm not really that religious, so it's.
But
kind
what
of
could
like-
you give up for 40 days?
For fear. But yeah, I could give up being here for 40 days. I'm kidding. 40 days is a long time. What would I don't know what I'd give up? I mean, I'd give up beer. Perfect. I'd give up beer.
So you don't know what you'd give up?
I really don't know because I've never participated. I'm like just not like. Why do I need that not holiday, but why do I need Lent to actually use that to give up something? If I feel
Well,
like
because sometimes it's an excuse, and when you have an excuse to do it,
so
then
I
you do
can
it.
do it like I can do it on my own.
I'm looking
Smoking
forward
for
to
6
it.
weeks.
So which part? The not drinking or the?
Just the whole thing, just giving it up, and because just get in patterns where you do things and you don't even appreciate them. I think when
this
you
is what
drink,
people use New Year's
when you
Eve
drink pretty
for.
regularly,
That's the fucking thing.
you drink
See, but
pretty
I don't do that.
regularly, you don't necessarily appreciate it. You give it up for 40 days, and then you drink, and you don't even need 3 drinks to feel good. You have 1, you feel good, and you
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
And
That's
see,
true.
I have a trip planned to Vegas at the end of March. So
Okay, good. So obviously you're not
it's
gonna.
not working around my social calendar.
Well, I know a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, I gave up being. No, I still. I got
drag
that.
queen?
No, I gave up being calling people out, like.
Like a
I
bitch.
can do something like that.
Yeah, because I am
Boring.
very well known for calling. Like if I open the door for you and you walk by me and you don't say thank you, as loud as I can to embarrass you, I'll say you're welcome, or you know what I'm saying. Like
Just
I
like
do.
that too. It's
Yeah.
just very like.
I mean, I do. Like today, I was with my mom and we were at Ross Crossroads for Less, and this lady comes out in this cart, and I'm walking, and she just cuts me off, and then turns and bumps into me because I'm in her way. And my mom grabbed my hand real quick. She goes, "Don't." Wait,
Were you in Ross shopping with your mom for women's clothes?
My mom was picking out clothes for me. She was
Jesus
very-
Christ.
When you go out with your mom, I
I was a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom was so up in church. She goes, "Ophelia would look cute in this." And I'm like,
that's so
yeah, she
cool.
would." But I told that lady, I'm like, "Excuse me," and my mom's like, "No." And then her husband comes up and she goes, "What's the problem?" I'm like, "Your wife cut me off." And he's like, "Oh." And then he told her, he goes, "You need to watch where you're going."
Then that might be a good thing that you should give up.
No, I will never give that up again.
Even if somebody kicks your ass for it.
I could defend myself.
Okay.
I think if I were to give up anything, and I don't think I really could do it personally, but the sarcasm. I'm a very sarcastic person.
Really?
I think it's cute.
No, I really am I'm a sarcastic person, and with employees and all that, I'm just sarcastic, and maybe that's something I would give up. But I think that's part of who I am.
What would you give? Would you give
I
up
think it's
anything?
one of my positive traits.
I don't know.
Well, why don't we take a break? We'll all figure out what we're going to give up. 20 days.
Ponder that.
And then we'll come back and figure out what everyone's going to lose.
Oh shoot.
God.
And how dare you say I had a booger in my nose?
We are back at the beginning of the show. Okay, so on our break, what would you say you're going to give up? She said you should give up complaining.
But I don't complain that much.
You're complaining right now.
How am I complaining right now?
Well, but okay, so you know what I think would be interesting to try? This is, you can try it, you don't have to try it, but something to think about. Because I think oftentimes what I have found when I give something up, even when I don't think that I do it, I realize that I do it, and then
I could actually
I would not give that up because I don't do that.
Do what? Topping?
Topping.
You don't
I don't think I want to know what. Oh,
Bell
topping.
bottom?
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
No, total.
I'm an equal
No.
opportunity lover.
Well, maybe you should give up being that very
Exactly.
open and
Maybe you
expressive
should
about that.
try being a top.
I have tried it. I know what I like, and I get what I want.
You don't like seeing like a masculine, hairy guy's ass and just
No.
dive into it?
No. I like to see him tied up while I'm riding him.
I might get another drink.
Yeah.
I was just going for your face. That's why
Yeah.
I did that, you know.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know.
I guess I could give up complaining, but I manage a restaurant and bar, and sometimes you have to vote, like, you know, when you have your powwows.
But there is good
complaining.
complaining and bad complaining.
Constructive criticism.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
constructive. So I mean,
You might come up with more solutions. That
Yeah.
I don't know
really
what
have to
I'm
think
giving
about
up.
it.
Well, you could think about it.
Yeah, I'll think about that. I'll ponder that thought.
I think I'm gonna give up being pissed off at people.
Craigslist.
I'm gonna give up my road rage. I'm not gonna road rage.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's good.
I'm just learning so much about you today.
Yeah. I am going to embrace all of the moron drivers of the world. I'm going to love them, and I'm going to appreciate their inability to drive a motor vehicle.
Well, that's it. Sounds like it's off to a great start.
Yeah, I'm going to, yeah.
And the go-to car.
Yeah, and the go-to car, yeah. Oh my God, I had problems with the go-to car today.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but what are you going to give up? Oh, you're going to give up smoking
And drinking.
and drinking. What kind of drinking, but more smoking?
I'll have to work.
The smoking's just gone for good. I'm too old. It's not cute. So that's just.
And
gone.
how old
I'm
are
in my
you?
40s. Huh?
How much do you smoke?
Just when I drink, but when you drink every day, it's a lot of
Yeah, okay.
I don't think I can give up smoking. I think I'll gain weight like that.
I quit, this is my 4th week.
All
So,
right.
it's good.
That's
Good
awesome.
for you.
Yeah.
Do
It
you
is good.
smoke?
No. I actually have no desire to smoke, which has been
Did
the
you
weird
just
part for
go
me.
in cold turkey?
No. I worked. I mean, I kind of knew that I was going to quit.
Yeah.
So I kind of worked up to it. You know, like, so I started changing habits while I was smoking. Like,
That's what they say.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing to do.
yeah, like I quit smoking in my car like 3 weeks before I actually was going to quit. I stopped smoking in my house except for my kitchen was the only room that I could smoke in my. Why I don't know.
Did you
but
cook with it hanging out?
yeah, I'm
Like
no,
Ted Bundy?
I don't cook. I would go in there and have a cigarette, and I'm like, ooh, I'm full.
I didn't smoke for most of last year. It's funny, I can give it up for like 6 or 7 months, and then you just go on to Vegas or something for a weekend, and next thing you know.
See, I didn't used to smoke as heavy as I'm smoking a pack a day now. And I didn't used to smoke, a pack would last me a whole week when I was living with my ex. Because I would have to go across the street to smoke.
Oh.
And so when I moved back into my mom's house, she smokes. And she smokes inside the house.
Oh, wow. Old school.
Yeah, so I started smoking like,
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
So what are you gonna give up?
I don't know.
You're a
I
big
don't-
Catholic. You have to be giving up something.
Well, I mean, like, I'm not like a...
She's not obviously a practicing Catholic.
I mean, like, I have a big crucifix in my bedroom. And
I'm
the
sure you
Bible
do.
open
Well,
right
you
there,
need to,
you know?
so that lightning doesn't strike.
No, well, see, here's the thing. I would say sex, but honestly, I don't
Oh, Jesus, girl, we know that's not going to
How
happen.
about
Well, who would give up sex for 6 weeks?
I do not get laid enough
To have to give that up.
Yeah.
See, I couldn't give that up
Like,
either.
you saw me on Saturday, and I left with
Oh, what, when
somebody
you were
and-
cock blocking?
Yeah.
Because, you know, I was after him, and then
Well,
you were...
I don't know, girl. I don't
Yeah.
remember. Let me just say this. I
Cock
don't remember.
blocker.
But see, here's the thing.
We're going to talk about that, too.
I left with that guy,
Yeah.
and nothing happened because I was so.
Because you
fucked
passed
up.
out, right.
Yeah. I mean, like.
That's the worst, too, when you're about to get laid and then...
Well, see, here's the thing. Like, the guy should have figured it out. I was so fucked up. I was slurring when I was talking.
Yeah.
I mean, I already have a really fucked up
You
accent.
called me
That's
by
what it is.
mistake. What night was that?
Saturday.
It went on, I should have saved it. It went on for like 4 minutes. I listened for a while.
Oh, that's bad.
And I was like, nothing good's happening, so I deleted it.
Well, you have to figure out what you're going to do. All right, so moving on. So, Cincinnati school. You want to talk about this?
Oh, sure. Okay.
Go ahead.
So now we're going to get on to serious stuff.
Like everything we've talked about.
It's not really
Yeah.
serious. I actually saw this today. So there's a school district in Cincinnati and it's a charter school. So it's I guess it's a private school.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's a charter. Charter is part of the public school system, but they
specialize in certain things.
Specialize, right.
Arts or whatever.
But basically, and at this high school, 97% of the students in this school are living in poverty. All right, so private.
Where's it at? Cincinnati?
Yeah, Cincinnati. So a private donor donated $40,000 basically to give to the school to reward the students who are coming to school and who are behaving appropriately, kind of thing. So the seniors get a $25 Visa gift card, and the juniors, sophomores, and freshmen get a $10 gift card a week.
If they show up.
If
Well, you know what I
they
think
have
they
perfect
should.
attendance and their attitudes, like they're not. And so the thing that has happened is in 1 week, because it started last week, attendance has jumped from 68% to 78% in a week.
I say, okay, this is my opinion. What do you think about that?
I was curious about this.
Well, it's interesting.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate now.
bribing the children to show up to school, but it's working. So I don't know. We do it with dogs.
We don't pay dogs.
You get a treat.
If it's
Well, we feed the damn
working,
kids.
but who's this guy that had $40,000 to donate to?
Oh, there's a lot
school?
there's people that can do
Yeah.
that. I mean,
It doesn't hurt any. I don't see it hurting anything. If it's
Yeah, I
showing
think
up and
it's-
it's working, then it's cool. And the kids get $25 to spend on whatever they want, right?
I say, why are we not going and picking up the little truant bastards and throwing them in jail? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that we have a law and that we're already getting paid for these kids. I mean, when we pay our taxes, we're paying for those kids to go to school, and we're paying for that to be enforced. So if the parents can't get their kids in school, then take the bratty little kids, throw them in jail, let them spend the night in there, and I bet they start going to school.
I bet you. I think I have to kind of disagree with this, because I think if 98% of the students are living in poverty in this area,
they'll get food
in this
and health
area,
care.
which means that probably their parents are working like 2-3 jobs. They don't have that time, and it's sad.
What is the difference, Ian? If they're able to get to school for money, then if they know they're going to go to jail.
This is also a step.
Have you ever been in jail?
Well, it could become a habit after that.
Okay, would you do it again? Would you do it? You wouldn't do it again to go back in jail. If you went to jail because you didn't go to school, would you make sure the next day that you got up and went to school, or would you go to jail?
First of all, they're in high school.
They're only jail.
Freshmen.
They should be responsible.
Well, they're being responsible in the sense of they're now going to school. Like when they graduate high school, which hopefully now they have that chance of graduating high school, they will learn.
Then they're going to be on. Maybe they'll have a gift card to go on the street.
No, let me finish.
Well, see,
they will learn a lesson of, hey, in the real world, this is what I have to do. I have to show up to work every day, and I have to put in effort. I have to behave. I have to take responsibilities to actually earn a living. And so maybe that when I'm an adult and I have my own family, I'm not put in this situation.
I think it's good. It provides some amount of structure. It's like when you have a chore chart when you're a kid. If you get like a little star or a check mark, you do everything. You get your $5 or $10 allowance or whatever people get now.
See,
but
I
it
was
does
just
teach
seeing
you some
something like this on
responsibility.
the news in Chicago, they're like so bad with the gang banging and everything that gang banging.
I was gonna say, yeah.
With the gangs. Oh my God.
I need to be in Chicago.
No, so that they had this program for kids, you know,
Right.
that they have to go to school if, like, you know, they ditch school and whatever they get caught, they send them to jail, not to jail, like they hold them until their parents come and get them, and then they give them a ticket and they have to go to court, and then once they go to court, they get like to go to this program. And they say like about 400 kids a year get assigned for this program, and only 310 of them make it every year. So they were showing stories of like kids that had already like done the program and everything, and they changed their path because of this happening. You know?
Right.
But it was in like real jail. You
Because
know?
there's consequences.
But why does it take?
Because-
But why does it take? Why does it take a kid to be sent to jail for him to learn his lessons when you actually have something good? Remember, 98% of the school lives in poverty. So you actually have a kid who is being paid to go to school, which is helping his fam or him or
Did
her
you get paid to go to school?
It's not like they're
I do, but I'm also from like the middle.
They are.
paid
But
to go to
that's- but-
school.
but-
They're getting rewarded for showing up and doing well.
It's not like they're getting paid, you know.
Well, but-
like,
but
I think they will apply themselves.
A reward is always a good thing. It always like.
Like I remember when I was in
I
high
say
school,
this.
Positive
when I was in high school, I mean, like I was not like coming from like a poor family or anything. We had money and whatever, but the thing was like I would always do my assignments and everything because I knew I would get like this like Pizza Hut thing coupon to go and I could cash it in and stuff like that. You know, that makes you put some extra effort into it. You know.
Yeah.
But my thing too is that I think that the problem, and I think it's a huge problem in society, and I think by doing this we just continue it. That we do not realize, and kids do not realize that there's consequence to actions. And if hold on, I let you finish. And if you do not teach at a young age that there's a consequence to not doing what you're supposed to do, or doing an inappropriate action, then you are just continuing in that, and then you get into
how can you say continue? Like this is the first time this sort of thing has happened, and obviously for the past how many
This
years?
is not.
But no,
there's been other.
for the past- Oh,
There's been other cities
first
that
of
have
all,
done this.
You can't say another city that did this.
Yeah, there is.
So basically,
In California, Bill Gates has given a ton of money to do it.
to a school, not to
Are you
the
reading the
students.
board?
Though. This is different. But what I'm saying is, like, we have had for the past so many years, it's the same thing over and over and over.
But we have not put kids in jail.
This has proven already that it's increased attendance. This is something different that it could work.
Okay,
You
and
give
the
it a
next
shot.
city, what I
Give
would
it a
like to
shot.
see, what I would like to see is I'd like to see this city pay their kids, and I like to see in the next city that they take their truant kids to jail. And then I like to see which one actually works.
But see, I feel like this is going back to what I was telling you. That what they're doing in Chicago, it's working for them, you know?
Right, because
And
they're going to jail. They're going to a
The
program.
truant kids have been going in jail for so long, and it obviously hasn't worked. This is something new that, hey, it's worth giving it a shot. If
But
you
they
have
don't.
a
I
new
don't think
idea,
that they do.
Do it.
I don't think that they. I actually wish I would have known, because then I think we could have got statistics. Like in California, I wonder, just in San Diego, how many truant kids are actually taken to jail? How many people of them?
Exactly,
Party.
Julian. I agree with you.
How many people are cited for it? That's what I'm saying. You know, that I just think that is a problem. That people don't realize that there's a consequence.
Well, I think there's like a lot of people with different mindsets. You know,
Yeah.
like I said, I was good for the first year. The second year, I was ditching the whole fucking year and smoking weed and going out and you know.
I skipped school all the time and I got straight A's.
So-
Yeah.
I always had my study hall during fourth period.
And then like I was an ass kisser to my teacher, and then she would always just give me fucking A's.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that this is giving a poverty city.
I do think
This is
a
a
good
low-income city with 98% of the school and living in poverty.
This isn't hurting anything.
No, it's not hurting.
Yeah,
Two
I
separate
think
subjects.
it's privately funded, where I think it's giving these kids a hope and a chance, and they're actually contributing.
Yeah.
They're like working well at school, and it's contributing towards their family's income.
Right.
And it can become a habit.
Speaking
you know?
of bad kids, I picked up my friend's son on Wednesday from school because she couldn't, and he goes to Correa Junior High School, and the news was out there interviewing students, and he just told me the other day, he said, "Hey, Amber, you know why the news was there?" I said, "No." He said some kid was stealing iPods and cell
I
phones
saw that.
and iTouches and stuff from people's backpacks and
Yeah, he got like
I can't believe that kids actually have iPads in school when.
No, it wasn't
within the
from
library.
kids. It was in the library.
Yeah.
It was like some program they had going on over there, and then he had to get tased twice.
yeah, they tasered him. They said they tasered
Yeah.
him, and the kid like pulled it out and
Yeah.
kept running, and
Yeah.
they did it again.
Yeah.
How old
And he
was the
said he was
kid?
a big kid.
14 years.
Thank
he was
you.
real
He's
tall,
14
big.
years old, and he should not.
But he,
But
you
we
know what,
could
he
give
was-
him a $25 gift certificate
but
so
you know
he'll
what?
show up.
Yeah, but
This
it's
is-
the
he
area
was
is different.
five.
That's
He
the-
was 5'9", 150 pounds. So when they dragged him out, the kid's like this big. I mean, like I'm short.
It's not
so-
that big. I'm 6
Well,
feet. 5'9" is not that
Bitch,
big.
I'm 5'3", so you know,
Oh, well.
to me this is big.
Yeah.
So you know, and he had like, I think it was, they said like $5,000 or $6,000 worth of the
Equipment.
iPods.
And
yeah.
that's stealing.
On his-
And I like these kids in this school probably will not be doing that because it's based on.
Oh no, I agree with you on that. You know, I think that this is
it's a
doing good for
poverty
them. You
city.
know,
It's a poverty school. Like,
and if
give
it's helping
that
them, you
hope.
know, and then it'll come up like as a
I'm serious.
habit. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. I think that's the law, and they're breaking the law.
Shut the fuck
No,
up.
I was poor. But you know what else? I did school. This is honest to God truth. When I did school, I was a very good student until my senior year, and then I was really bad. And I ditched school and I sold my mom's car, all because there was this guy that I totally was totally in love with, and he's like, "Oh, let's just go and let's take your mom's car." And I'm like, "Okay," and we did. My mom, who is the sweetest lady in the world, sweetest lady in the world, she found out about all of it. And A, she reported the car stolen. And B, when I showed up to the driveway, you know what I'm saying? Don't tell me. So when we drove into the driveway, she got out and she goes, "Look," she goes, "I'm not going to ground you. You could do whatever you want. Whatever you want. Because you've lost all trust in me."
Oh, she gave you the guilt.
No. And then she called the school and she said, "I don't know which ones of these you actually was or which one he wasn't. He has to pay the consequence. I'm revoking all of my, I don't even know what signature is mine." So every absence that I had excused in school got erased. And then I had to go to Saturday school and I had to go to Wednesday detention and I had to do all of those things.
You had to pay the consequence.
I had to pay the consequence. And I think that was the most valuable lesson that I ever learned, because I learned that there's a consequence. Sure, I went and had fun.
But do you not think that these kids are again? Remember, they're poor. They're in a bad neighborhood.
Okay, bitches, aren't we doing events tonight?
They're living the consequence every day of their life. We're disagreeing on that. Oh, shut up!
All right, so we're going on to events. Now we're going to talk. You want to talk about softball real quick, and I know we're going to go long, but we're going to go long.
Went to a fundraiser for a women's softball team, the Ballers, and they're raising money for their Arizona tournament that's coming up in April. But the league's starting on, I think it's March 11th, first weekend or second weekend in March.
Yeah.
Women's softball league will be starting.
But isn't
she said that the opening day is really fun.
Isn't it both?
Yeah, the women's and men's.
Yeah, it's both.
And they said the opening day, it's either going to be
March
Poway or Santee.
I think they started
March 11th.
Yeah.
It's March
17th.
11th. Yeah.
Said last year Mary Jerry Sanders was there, and the gay men's chorus was there.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's fun.
They just had people welcoming the gay community into their city.
And to Santee.
Nice.
Yeah. And Poway they do it.
So
But
it sounds fun, and maybe a good place to pick up people.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna go and drink beer and see what I can find.
Football is starting. The gay flag football.
Yeah.
And this year they have blown all of the
They
records.
have more teams than they have ever had before.
Right. They don't even have sponsors for all of the teams right now. They're trying to get sponsors for their teams
Aren't you
and
guys
whatnot.
sponsoring somebody?
I'm sorry, what?
Aren't
No,
you
we
guys sponsoring something?
sponsor the whole thing. But on that note, San Diego American Flag Football League has started. The teams are all drafted. They're formed. They play every Saturday at Doyle Park in La Jolla.
Yes.
And I personally...
That starts this Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah, they've started. I think this is the first Saturday.
This is the first Saturday, right?
Yeah, because I know the teams have practiced, but Martini's has. Well, there's the Our Gang Bangers, Baby Cakes, blah blah blah. Everybody's got a team, but ours are now called the Dirty Martinis above board team. Isn't that cute?
That is so cute.
And it's DURTY.
Don't they have DJs there sometimes?
Yeah.
Kiki
At
DJ one.
Martini's?
No, at the flag football.
The flag football.
I don't know.
Have you never been to it?
No, I've got. Oh, I'm not playing.
It's very hot. We'll get out there.
Please, with as much as everyone gets injured, I am afraid to play. I cannot afford to get
thank God you're a straight
I just
man.
want to come up with the names for the teams.
You're still doing that bike thing,
I am doing
So
that
you
bike
can't
thing.
afford
I
it.
am doing that bike thing.
That bike
Exactly,
thing.
bitch. Well, you got it.
Also, this Sunday is the Gay Academy. The Academy.
The Gay Academy Awards. It's a gay Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's the big gay Super Bowl. It's this Sunday, and I know that Baja Betty's and Flicks are both doing events. Baja Betty's is doing their first one at 3 p.m. and it's like a costume contest and all kinds of prizes. Fill out a ballot and that kind of thing. Also, Diversionary Theater has a new show that was a Tony Award nominee called Next Fall, and You can check out tickets at diversionary.org. And then this is a little personal shout out. San Diego's own Burns Fernandez. His partner is Steve Price, who owns Filter Coffee House.
Right.
Burns is going for Mr. Gay World USA.
Oh, cool.
And his platform, he's the San Diego rep, his platform is A Note to My Kid and the All Family Project, because they are gay parents. So you can go on to...
I love A Note to My Kid.
Yeah, so you can go on to
them.
MrGayWorldUSA.com, and they're taking like donations, and it's basically to fund their platform to go around and speak about like gay parenting and
That's great.
That's his cause. And I think that's it. Oh, Dine Out for Life. How could I forget Dine Out for Life? Oh, jeez. This Thursday is the last day for a restaurant or location to sign up for Dine Out for Life.
And when is Dine Out for Life?
April 26th. It's a Thursday.
Oh, I love
And as Todd Gloria says, calories don't count that day because you can eat.
Yes, you can.
But we are still looking for restaurants and volunteers. So whether you want to be an ambassador or a host, we have a new position this year where you can serve as a host and you're in the restaurant, or an ambassador is your job is to fill that restaurant kind of thing.
Where do people contact you if they want to volunteer?
You can go onto the Center's website, thecentersd.org. Click the tab that's for events and Dine Out for Life, and you can register there. Or email me at ijohnson@thecentersd.org.
And if restaurants want to sign up, the same thing, the Center's website?
Yeah, or contact me, yeah. And we're over 90 restaurants, and our goal is 100,
And
so we're going to
the restaurants give 10%?
No. The centers give the restaurants give a minimum of 25%.
Okay.
And it can go anywhere from 25 to 100. And I know like our gang
does 100%.
Yeah. We have.
And those guys book up first.
Yeah, we have Burger Lounge, Hillcrest and Kensington doing 50%.
Awesome.
Adams Avenue Grill doing 50%. Mariposa Ice Cream doing 50%, and Wang's is doing 50%.
I just ate there tonight. Awesome.
Yeah,
50%.
so
That's great.
Definitely go out and support it. But contact me if you have questions. Fabulous.
All right, I do. No, I don't. Speaking of the notes of my friends, no, it's kind of, we did the mommy bloggers on the He Said, She Said. You remember them?
I did see that.
I'm just closing note because it was very funny. You'll appreciate this, the whole Latina thing. So she emailed me the other day and she goes, I want to interview your mom. And I'm like, oh, really? Why? And she goes, well, because she writes this blog and she was looking...
Your mom writes a blog?
No, this lady, but she wants to interview my mom because she writes a blog. And so they're looking for a mother of a Latina drag queen. And I wrote her back and I'm like, well, that's really sweet, but I'm not Latina. And she goes, oh, well, your makeup's really dark.
It's actually very true.
So she goes, I didn't know.
They take it from one extreme to the other.
I know, yeah, they do.
You actually do look darker than...
I know.
She doesn't. She's the Latina.
I know.
Bronze.
Latina.
She's bronze. All right, so on a closing note, I do want to say that, there's been a lot of stuff that's happened with They Said, and, I love the show. I mean, it's my baby, and I want it to do good. However, we are going to take a hiatus.
I'm glad that you showed up
until April. And then until April, and then we were going to come back, and we're going to be fabulous, and we're going to have everything worked out.
Dinner.
And reformated.
Courtney Ray is going to be pissed because she knows nothing about this.
Yes, she might.
Wait till she this on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Hey, Courtney.
Yeah.
Sorry, girl. We just found out too.
Yeah, everyone just found out.
April then, huh?
Yes.
Oh, well, at least I have my Monday nights off.
Yeah. But that's only 4 weeks. It sounds like it's not, but it's only 4 weeks.
3 weeks earlier.
It's 4 weeks.
I guess it is kind of.
Yeah, thank you.
Come on next Monday for
5 weeks.
vodka tasting.
Yeah, we'll do vodka tasting. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, because we need to, Jeremiah has.
So they said right now is, are we looking for?
We need to. Yes, we're gonna be looking for. We need to find a straight man.
Because I can't do the role every time.
Who is fine with
I don't know if we've done the role ever.
So we're looking for a straight man.
Yeah, we're looking for that. We just need to tighten some
And
stuff
a personal
up.
assistant.
And a personal assistant, yeah. So we're gonna tighten it up, and it's gonna be.
I have one shameful plug for myself. I'm having a Michael Keenan wine dinner on March 1st at K&B Wine Cellars in Del Cerro if anybody wants to join us.
I love Del Cerro.
And one more thing.
All right.
Because we're going to be gone for the next month. I want to wish Joey Pena, our South Korean viewer, a happy 30th birthday. He's turning dirty 30
I know,
here.
I saw that on his
So,
Facebook.
you're not going to see me for another month. Sorry,
his
girl.
last days of being 20, right? He said on his Facebook he was celebrating this whole week his last days of being
and
on his
he's in
20s.
South Korea with all, without any of us, his close friends. So I wish him a very happy birthday. No,
Do you not Skype?
No, I'm not a big Skype.
Oh, I love Skype.
I don't want to see myself on like.
Oh, I
I've
love
never
Skype.
tried it.
You have it? I love
Getting your
Skype.
shit over
All
there.
right, that's going to do it for
Okay,
us.
that's it.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, peace.